Well, Standard Italian is hoping to take customers back in time with one thing we all love, their food, and they have an upcoming event, A Taste of Time, Italian food through the ages. They're offering a one-time only immersive dinner, and it is cuisine combining history and literature. Two guests with us here in studio to tell us all about this sold-out event, by the way. Author Crystal King, thanks for being here, and the beverage director, Jackson Cannon.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you both.
You too.
First of all, this is so creative. I love it. Tell us about the event.
Crystal?
So it's essentially a history of Italian food throughout time. And we start with ancient Rome, and there's a lot of really cool things about ancient Rome.
So we're thinking gladiator.
Yeah,
little Joaquin
exactly.
Phoenix meal.
People laying down as they eat.
That's right. Grapes being dropped
Yep.
into their mouth. But what meal will represent ancient Rome? What are you going to serve?
So there's a mussels dish that it's Chuck Draghi, the chef, has put together, and it includes essentially an equivalent to garum, which was this ancient Roman. They used it like ketchup, but it was a fish sauce.
Interesting.
They used it in absolutely everything.
And they put it on everything. And Jackson, you've designed cocktails that go with each course?
We're doing cocktails, wines, and some of them are as simple as this, like very kind of ancient Roman Muslim, which is an infusion of honey and spices. Spices were very important in
and expensive
in Roman cuisine. They were a demonstration of wealth, and so there's some black pepper and cinnamon and
but it's a honey-based wine.
It's a light white wine that's infused with a little bit of honey.
Nice. Okay, then we get to the Middle Ages.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I should go back and ask, what's the book that accompanies ancient Rome?
So that would be Feast of Sorrow, and it's about ancient. It's about this guy Apicius. This is the oldest known cookbook.
Interesting.
And it features all sorts of recipes, some things that you would not expect. First recipe for French toast is in there.
Interesting.
There's fried foods, all sorts of really dishes that you would not necessarily think are Italian.
Right. So from ancient Rome, we leap forward to which time period?
To the Renaissance.
To the Renaissance.
And so that's where you see the meatballs. Meatballs were common in ancient Rome, but they become more standard.
Has the recipe essentially stayed the same?
Well, it depends on the meat.
Right.
So in the Renaissance, the meats were a way to show how much wealth you had. So peacock was something that was very common on the tables of the wealthy.
Interesting.
Lots of game birds. You also
getting a little trouble for eating peacock these days.
I know, yeah, that would not be kosher.
By the Renaissance too, we're drinking wine with food.
Oh, interesting. So we think mead, Renaissance, but what else?
Well, just like the pairing of wine with food is like something that comes into vogue at that time.
Yes,
so.
interesting. So different vintages for each course. So meatballs, anything else for the Renaissance?
So the Renaissance, one of the first recipes for fried chicken is in the Renaissance.
So what the Medici would have been eating,
except
right?
for the spices would have been cinnamon and clove and not what we think of as fried chicken.
Very, very interesting. Okay, after the Renaissance, where do we go from there?
So the Renaissance book is The Chef's Secret.
Nice.
And then we move on to 1948, where it's a retelling of Hades and Persephone in a garden of stone monsters with Salvador Dali. So it's a crazy book. But it has feasts every single night throughout the book. And that's where we start to see the recipes of Marcella Hazen and Pellegrino Artusi and the modern Italian food that we know and love today. We start to see pasta in the Renaissance, but now we have the pasta that we love.
So we're talking about the post-war period?
Yes.
We leap into the 20th century.
Correct.
And that's where, cocktails actually exist. So they pair a little bit more logically with what's going on. So, but digestivo and aperitivo have been important in this culture all the way through. So you'll see those featured in some of the cocktails that we do.
So interesting.
A medicinal thing.
When does, pasta, obviously, in Italian enclaves in the U.S. would always have been present. When do we see it really become so ubiquitous in grocery stores and in general American culture?
Definitely in the post-war period when the American soldiers brought back Italian cuisine.
Yes.
And so now we think of Italian food as very ubiquitous, right? And so my characters in my latest novel, Happiness Collector, are eating and dining in restaurants and on food that we know, the pasta, the pizza, all of the good Italian food that Eastern Standard serves.
What a great concept.
Or
Anything
Standard
else?
Italian serves.
So Standard
Yes.
Italian, we sold out this dinner, but because it's been so, there's been so much interest to get in, we're going to add a second one on Tuesday, March 24th.
Nice.
Tickets aren't live yet, but you can follow us on socials and
That's
give
great.
you a chance to have exactly the same menu that we're going to do this Thursday.
What's the website? What's the social media address people should look for?
So standarditalian.com, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
And
How much do the tickets run?
I actually don't know off the top of my head, but the cost of the ticket includes the book.
Includes
and
the
then
book,
you can also
the
purchase
cocktails and the meal.
You can opt into pairing with the cocktails.
So
Correct.
fun. What a great concept. All right, Standard Italian. This is going to be a great event. You can catch it if you miss this time later in March. Jackson and Crystal, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.